on MTV's Becoming a Pop Star, and you realized that you had made it to the finals, what was that moment like for you?
I wonder what's next as I sit all alone. Then suddenly I hear my phone ring. Hey, did you hear the news? Said my good friend from school. There's a party in the living room. Come on, meet us in the living room. Get back, relax, get comfortable. Cause there's stories to be told. Welcome to the show. Come on, meet us in the living room. Get back, relax, get comfortable. And no matter where you are, you're never too far from the living room.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to another episode.
That's right, another episode.
I'm Mzz Mel.
And I'm Anthony J.
And where are we, Anthony J?
We are in the living room, y'all. We are in the living room.
We are here. All right, Anthony J. So, we're coming up on these good old spring type holidays.
Yeah.
I got a very important question I need to ask you.
Uh-huh.
Do you have your Easter outfit?
All 15 pieces of it. You hear me? I wear a 15-piece suit.
You gonna fall out right in the front.
15 pieces.
Is it pastel?
Pastel and purple.
Is pastel purple?
No.
They gonna push you out. They gonna
Pastel and orange is what I got.
Now, which pastel? You know, it's a whole range of colors now.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
I've been waiting to get together this week because this has been a rough week for me.
Okay.
So whenever we get an opportunity to come in the living room and sit down and talk about things, this is really my therapy couch with
It
you.
is.
You didn't realize that, did you? This is my
You owe
therapy
me
couch
some
with
$59.99.
Mzz Mel.
Where my money at?
What was the one lady? Remember back in the day, the 1-800 lady that she knew everything. What was her name?
Cleo.
Cleo.
Yeah. You be calling me Cleo.
Yeah, you Cleo.
I be Cleo. 'Cause Cleo made that bank, baby.
She made that bank.
They came on
And
the
as
middle of
much
the night.
bank she made, you notice how she just disappeared?
Where did
Cleo,
she
where
go?
you at?
I think you're related to her. You don't want to give her up. That's your
what it
cousin.
is. That's what it is. Me and Cleo.
We in the living
cousins.
room.
We in the living room. We in the living room. Do you remember? You know, I like to go here.
Here we go.
Yeah, memory lane in the living room. Do you remember soft batch cookies?
You like them?
Well, let me tell y'all a story. I'm talking to the viewers at home. Back when
Here we
soft
go.
batch cookies first came out, they put these little sample packets in the mailbox. Me and my friends realized that they put them in the mailbox, and we went to every house on the block and got them little sample packs of cookies.
So
Now I'm telling on myself.
You was a thief.
Huh?
You was a thief.
No, I wasn't a thief. I ain't know no better.
You knew better.
I ain't know no better.
You knew not to be going to them people's house.
Or no.
All right, Anthony, come on, man.
Yeah.
I would like to, first of all, say I am completely and totally honored for our next guest here on the living room.
Absolutely. This is a special episode.
Special. Who's coming to the living room today?
Listen,
Anthony?
it is my distinct honor to invite into the living room somebody that actually has been in the living room several times. Just at the house. We say around the house somewhere.
At the house.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for KB the singer. What's up, boy?
Long time no see.
Welcome to the living room,
Thank
sir.
y'all for having me.
Welcome.
Y'all give it up again for KB the singer.
Give it up for him, y'all. Give it up.
I like this couch.
You like it?
Yeah.
Listen,
Nice and
these folk got that real leather. This
the
real.
pillows and all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get comfortable, young man.
Yeah. Welcome, KB the singer.
Well, thank you for having me.
We are so glad to see you here in the living room.
Like, now, look, I've been asking since January to be here. It's
So
March
you're
now.
here
Y'all,
now.
you know,
You're here.
I know
So
y'all booked and busy. but
Yeah.
yeah, we are booked, but you booked and busy too, though.
I be trying
But
to keep
so
going.
for those who do not know you,
Uh-huh.
please tell these people who KB the singer is, honey.
Well, I'm just a normal guy that loves music. You know what I'm saying? I born and raised here from St. Louis, and I've been making music professionally now for about 6 years. 6 years. I started in 2020. So
Yeah.
KB, you're not just a singer. You're also in relationship too. Mr. Anthony J.
That's the baby boy right there.
So Anthony J's your dad.
Yes, ma'am.
How was that? How's that going for you?
You know, living with a star every single day.
I know
Act normal like it's nothing. You know, this is pop, so you know, I done been grounded by this man.
Yeah. Tell the truth, shame the devil.
You know, hey, I just keep it 1,000, but you know, also taught some life lessons. You know, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing today had it not been for my pops.
For sure.
Well, the man can sing. Both of the mans can sing. I will say that. I have totally enjoyed being in the sphere with you and your very talented family. I'm very proud of you, KB. So he like one of my babies now too, y'all, because I have been inducted into their family. But I think that you have done just over the short amount of time that I have known you, you've done a lot. Can you tell people exactly like how many albums, because I'm old, how many albums have you done? Like where have you been? Tell us what's been going on, KB.
Well, I will start by saying first and foremost, you know, giving thanks to God. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand now, especially as a young man, that you know I'm just a vessel. This gift is God's gift. You know, I'm just grateful to be able to share it with the world and have the opportunities that I have. But I've been in some pretty cool places, you know, throughout my life. One of the most memorable, in fact, being out in LA to shoot a TV show called Becoming a PopStar on MTV.
Yes.
So I was out there for about 3.5-4 months during the COVID phase. So it was crazy. A lot of things got delayed, but I made some cool friends and got in there expecting I'm probably not gonna make it that far, but ended up making it all the way to the finale and took 3rd place. So.
Oh my God! He took 3rd place in Becoming the Band.
Becoming a pop
star. I watched it 5 times. I don't know why I don't remember.
So my question to you, I mean, having been in the industry for years myself and seeing you, you know, take such a liking to it, has just been, for me, it's been wonderful to watch you blossom. Question to you is, when you were on MTV's Becoming a Pop Star, and you realized that you had made it to the finals, what was that moment like for you?
You know, and I really had a moment of gratitude, you know, for everything. Everything made sense. All the trials and tribulations, you know what I'm saying? All the restless nights and everything just started to make sense. And that's really when I knew, like, this is my purpose. You know, I feel like I was really walking in my purpose. And I ain't gonna lie, I cried like a baby.
I bet.
Was you crying at?
You know, I did. You know, I don't think I cried, but it was windy that day and some dust and stuff. You know how the dust get in your eyes. You know, the dust get all in your eyes. And yeah, that's all it was.
So it's a lot of really good energy in y'all's house. But I think the more important or the most important question that needs to be asked, and somebody inboxed me when they knew that you were coming, is what type of ladies do you like? I asked the question. Y'all know he fine and stuff, but they want to know. The ladies wanted, like, they were hitting me up, like they want to know what you're looking for.
Well, I'm in the living room and I'm sitting next to my pop.
Be careful now. Be careful.
But you know, I love all ladies. You know, I understand as a man that women are superheroes. You know what I'm saying? You all are the bird. There's no us without you. You know, and vice versa. Yes. So I think I appreciate every single woman that's in my life, that's been in my life, and that's gonna be in my life. You know what I'm saying? And I don't discriminate, so ladies.
You know what? With all of these women in this audience, why is it so quiet? Make some noise.
But he is a gentleman. He is really a gentleman. You have raised him well, Anthony.
Thank you. Thank you.
I want to just, first of all, just thank you for taking time out of your you are a very big, the man be booked and busy, y'all. So you took time to sit here on the living room couch with us. But we got to get to it, unless you got something, you just got to say, I got to get this boy to this candy.
Yeah, hold on before we get to the candy, because I do have a couple questions for you. One, and I know the answer to this, but to your listeners, you're right, your audience here, your viewing audience, give me 2 artists, alive or gone on, that inspired you.
Okay, all right, that's a good one. Immediately, I can say, just from growing up, this is what was always playing in the household back in the day, and one of my personal favorites, I have to say, rest in peace to Luther Vandross, is a huge influence.
Yeah.
His voice and sound and his style of music was so unique and unorthodox.
Yeah.
Luther Vandross, and currently, I would say, which may be a little bit of a surprise, but Drake. Drake is one of my
But
favorites.
he's talented though.
Yeah,
he's talented.
It may
Who
be
is
an
Drake?
unpopular opinion.
You know what?
Come on.
Who is Drake?
Hey.
Don't age us on this house now. We gotta look cool in front of the young folk now, Anthony. Don't do this.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. That is true. That is true. That's true.
Look at you. That's
You know, I'm quiet because this is really a surreal moment, Mel. We've got this amazing platform where we've interviewed quite a few amazing people. To be able to bring my kid on the show is it's surreal for me. You know what I mean? To see him do the things that he's been doing in the industry and seeing the things that I know are to come for him, it's just an amazing thing. I want to encourage you to keep on aiming for the stars, man. Keep aiming for the stars.
How has his resilience impacted you and influenced you?
How has it influenced me? It influenced me. I'm his dad.
You know what?
You know what? You're right. You're right. I'm joking. I'm gonna tell you, it's one of those things where I have to pinch myself, right? Because in him, I see a lot of the young me when I was starting out in the industry, right? So to hear him talk about the stage nerves and the stuff that goes on in your mind before you go on stage and all that good stuff, it's just one of those things where it's like, it's just surreal for me. I don't even know how to really put it into words other than to say it's surreal. It's a very surreal moment.
Now you didn't call your dad, as one of your influences.
Yeah, he did. Y'all noticed that, didn't you?
I don't know how to put that out there.
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
but I know. When I hear you.
We'll talk about it later.
That was the first thing I said. Wait a minute, don't do. That was the first thing I said. I said I would not be doing music.
You did. You said it. He said it. He did say it. He did say it.
Y'all be saying it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
y'all be
yeah,
saying, can
yeah.
I get him to the candy bowl? You see how anxious I am about this candy bowl.
What has been one of your toughest? No, get out of there. Not yet. What has been one of your toughest challenges so far? We gonna get to that. What has been one of your toughest challenges? Because St. Louis, I love my city, but St. Louis, when it comes to being in the entertainment business, it's not easy.
It's not.
St. Louis, I mean, it's a hip hop town, right? You know what I mean? So shout out to the people like Nelly and all them guys that have done amazing things here on the hip hop side. But when it comes to like the singers and stuff, it's some great singers in St. Louis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some great singers in St. So again, what has been like one of your biggest challenges though, since you've been doing what you're doing?
Well, I'll say, just to add on what you said, it really is tough, being an R&B singer from St. Louis, when, especially my age group. Everybody wants to rap, you know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that, but it just, you have to work 10 times harder to get the same opportunities in the city in particular. Certain stations won't spin your records, or like certain showcases won't even let you, they don't want to hear that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
So you just, sometimes you got to create your own wave and just stay true to it, because everything around you here will tell you, no, you need to be this.
Yeah.
You want to fit in.
Yeah.
But you can't fit in. There's no possible way. You gotta be original. You gotta be authentic, and that can be even more of a challenge for certain people that aren't. They don't like to be outside of the box, or be try to take the easy way.
Yeah. So, Mel,
Yeah.
tell them about that old candy jar. Tell them about it.
Yeah, let me just get that strawberry.
He tried to get candy.
No.
What you getting, KB? All right, KB. So this is the time of the show that is called "What's the Word?"
That's the word.
Right.
So you can get you a piece of candy after the show,
Okay.
but grab that piece of paper, okay? That little Post-it note.
All right.
So what I want you to do is open that note. Tell me what word is on that piece of paper, and we need you to sing a song based off the word of the day.
You got a good one here, Boots.
Boots.
So what song come to mind when you see Boots there? What you gonna do?
I think I'm gonna do a little old school. How about some knocking the boots? Some H-Town stuff.
Knocking the Boots.
All right,
Ladies and gentlemen, performing here live in the living room, KB the singer.
All right, y'all looking good too. Yeah. Gonna do a little knocking the boots, if that's all right. Yeah. Y'all bear with me. Yeah. Listen. Say, oh, last night I thought to back when we made good love, listening to some Marvin Gaye all night long. And girl, I want that old flame back. Let's make these moments once again covered. So won't you do it for us? Say, good loving, body rocking, knocking boots all night long. Say, making love till we retire, the break of dawn. And come on, I say, come on and turn the lights down and let me get on it. Yeah, say, 'cause when I do, me and you, it'll be so right, so right, so right. Say, give me some sweet love, y'all say. Ooh, it's all I need, say, somebody rocking. Check this out. Whoa.
Sing this song.
Give me some sweet love, yeah. I like this part. They say, I feel so good when I'm near you, baby. And that's why I always got to be close to you. Say, I'm so addicted to making love to you, and all night long. Yeah, good loving, body rocking, knocking boots all night long. Say, making love till we retire to the break of dawn. And come on, I say, come on and turn the lights down and let me get on it. Yeah, say, 'cause when I do, just me and you, it'll be so right, so right, so. Say, give me some sweet love, say. Ooh, y'all sound good. It's all I need, yeah. Somebody rockin', knockin', yeah. Somebody rockin', knockin', oh, give me some sweet love. Come on, y'all. Somebody knockin', knockin', yeah. Make some noise for yourselves. Appreciate it. I got one more song for y'all. It's an original. I call it Fool for You. Just vibe with me. Yeah. Check this out. You've been drifting away, and I'll do whatever to make you stay. Now I'm wishing it was just another way into your heart, tearing me apart, my love. And when you're all alone, do you ever think about what went wrong? Get inclined to simply pick up the phone and call me up. Tell me that you're still in love. Look, well maybe I'm crazy. Oh no, girl, maybe
baby, I'm sick. I guess my mind is just tainted by the lies. Fell for your disguise, but somehow I keep running right back. Baby, I think I'm a fool for you. Hey. I said, baby, I'm just a fool for you. Hey. Baby, we've come so far. I just pray we don't forget who we are. Some things change, but I still shoot for the stars about our love. Baby, I just can't give up. Take a look at what you've done. Stole my heart, since then you've been on the run. Some things change, but I just ain't having fun with all the mess. Baby, I wish you the best. Yeah. Well, maybe I'm crazy. Oh no, girl, maybe I'm sick. Shit, I guess my mind is just tainted by the lies. Fell for your disguise, but somehow I keep running right back. Baby, I think I'm a fool. Hey, fool for you. I said, baby, I'm just a fool for you. Yeah, baby, I think I'm a fool for you. Yeah, I said, baby, I'm just a fool. Yeah, fool for you. Yeah. Thank you.
Give it up again for KB the singer. Listen, yes. We want to thank you guys so much for tuning in to yet another amazing episode. Another amazing episode of The Living Room.
Wait, I gotta shout out my sponsor real quick.
You got a sponsor?
I got a sponsor.
I got one too. So we're gonna do a double sponsor.
The situation I got on.
And I got one too.
Okay.
Come on.
My situation came from Iron Fashion and Accessories. Nafisa Lester. IronFashion.com. Shout out to you, girl. I was cute somebody else's stuff. Who y'all be?
I want to shout out one of my favorite sponsors, the Cellar Cigar Lounge.
Yeah!
The Cellar Cigar Lounge. If you're a cigar smoker, make sure you come out and check out the cigars. I said, listen, I want to talk to our viewers at home. If you want an opportunity to be our VIP guest right here at a live taping of The Living Room, here's an opportunity for you to be able to do that. I'm going to take my glasses off because I want y'all to really understand what I'm saying to you. I am going to give you a clue. That clue is going to either be a sitcom, a movie. What else did we say?
We didn't say books because they don't be reading.
No, they don't. The folks don't read like they do. Kids even write cursive anymore?
No.
They don't.
They don't.
Oh, man.
Sitcom song.
Sitcom song movie. So all you have to do is go to the Living Room Live _ be the first to tell me. That ain't it?
The Living Room _
The Living Room _ live. We just came up with our IG page, y'all. I'm sorry. And they ain't there what it was. So what is it again? The Living Room _ live. The Living Room _
live.
The Living Room _ live. There it is. Here we go. Here's your clue. Here it is. Here's your clue. Denise! You can tell me where that's from. You can be our VIP guest. All you have to do is go to the Living Room _ live.
Be the first. Comment. Be the first.
Be the first to do
Join us
it.
at the Living Room.
We'll see you next time, guys. You're live in the Living Room.
What up, everybody? Producer Kurt here. Just wanted to give a little bit of intro. We're about to show you one more thing. A video by KB during his time from MTV is becoming a pop star. Hope hope you all enjoyed as much as we did. Again, thanks for watching and tune in next week.